let's see if I remember how to do this. I've been away for 4 months, I think, maybe more. You know, life happened, I needed a break, it's been summer, it's been a lot. I've been very busy. But I'm back, and hopefully I will remember what I'm doing. I have been working a lot. I have been sort of working on relaunching my own business, especially the past few weeks. Other than that, I haven't, there's not been a lot of exciting news happening the past 4 months. I have been knitting, however, a lot, and while planning this episode, I realized that I couldn't, I can't show you everything at once, because you need a sleeping bag and a bottle of wine, and yeah, it's a lot. So I've picked out a few items that I thought I'd show you today and talk about those and see if I can get back into the rhythm of things. Yeah, so as I've been gone for so long, I'm guessing this is probably not going to show up in your feed at all. I think that's how the algorithm works these days, but I still wanted to get back to it. I'm having fun with it. I'm not usually the kind of person who wants to be in front of the camera. I do prefer to be behind it. But it's still, there's something, I enjoy doing this, and I enjoy the editing and, you know, planning and all that. So here goes again. Let's start with the elephant in the room, what I'm wearing. I'm gonna get up so you get a better look, hopefully. Can you see that? Does it focus? Hang on, let me see if I can get it to focus a bit better. I'm sorry, I got one of those noisy cameras, so you'll hear the lens focusing. Anyway, this is my Zweig. I finally made it. It has been on my to make list for, I don't know, since it came out, I think, the pattern. And I never quite got around to it until earlier this year. I don't remember if I showed you that I had started this project, or if it was still just on my something I wanted to make last time I did a video. But anyway, here it is. And I knitted in my own hand-dyed yarns in fingering weight merino cashmere nylon. And this light green color is a one-off. It's something that I made in the very, very early days of my yarn dyeing experiments. So it's a non-repeatable. And the pink one, I think the pink one was one of those early days yarns as well, actually. And let me see, can you see the detail? Let me try to focus. Sorry about the noise. Can you see that? You have this kind of pattern details. I really like that. It does a lot for the knitting process. It makes it a lot more fun when you have some. Otherwise, it will just be a huge chunk of just stuck in at knitting. It's an easy pattern. I enjoyed it a lot. And the yoke part as well, it's not difficult at all. It does look very advanced, but it's not difficult at all. So at least if you're an intermediate knitter, you will have no issues attempting this. And also, I don't know if you can tell, I did something, this is actually the beginning of round, and I don't know, I did something funky here. So you can kind of tell, but you know, I don't care. Loving the end result. Absolutely, and I would absolutely consider making another Zweig in the future. Yeah, looks good, right? I'm hoping you're not getting too much of a glare in my glasses, because I really need them today to know what I'm doing. And I'm working with natural light, so I got like big windows over here, and I do realize that in some angles there will be a lot of glaring, but I'm hoping it's not too bad. Okay, moving on. This is a project that I've shown you so many times, countless times, and a project that I thought I would be working on well into next spring before I had finished it. But lo and behold, the knitted tights, which is just a huge chunk of green right now, but they are actually finished. Woohoo! See? No needles! I finished them. I don't know what happened. I guess I was in one of those funky grooves where I just needed you know, plain knitting, just, you know, potato chippy, just chugging along. So I actually finished these. And this was my movie nights, or my going to the movie theater knitting for a long time, so it does have, you know, I made a few mistakes here and there, but most of it is actually as it's supposed to be. And it's I think it's a 2x2 ribbon, yeah. It's very stretchy, and it looks like it's a very, very long skinny too, but this is actually it's a large size. I don't remember exactly which size, but it's one of the larger sizes. And, you know, it stretches a lot, so I'm thinking I will be able to fit my very large behind in this as well. No problem. And this pattern is So Cozy by Drops Design, and the yarn I used is Fabel something something. It's also from Drops. It's a green color. So yeah, I finished it. I haven't worn it yet. I haven't even put them on to take pictures just yet, because it's been too warm. But I'm looking forward to having them on this winter. And I am still, I know I mentioned this earlier when I talked about this project, I am still considering making a top-down sweater as well to go with this, like a, you know, like an undergarment, warm kind of thing for winter. But I don't know. Chances are I will have worn these out before I finish a sweater or a jumper kind of thing. But it's I'm thinking about it. I am. I really enjoyed it, even though it's small needles. I think it's needle 2.5 millimeters, and yeah, it's not a thick yarn, so it takes a while. I think I spent, oh dear, how long did I work on this project? A year and a half at least. Not for lack of interest, and it didn't take a year and a half to make it. It just took me that long because for a long time I only knitted on it when we went to the movies, and then I would put it away and I would work on all types of other projects, and every now and then I would bring it out and I would do a few rows. You know, knitting a couple of hours on this one, you couldn't tell you had made that much progress, so it's a time-consuming project. Okay, mental note to self, do remember to empty the memory card before starting filming. I just got very, very rudely disrupted by my camera. But there you go. Anyway, there's not a lot more to say about this one, this project. I had fun with it, and I would definitely consider doing another pair and possibly a jumper. We'll see. So a different project I've been working on are the Grumpy Bum Monster Bottoms, which are these knitted tights, and this is why they are called what they are called. These became very, very popular over here in a few years ago, and I made a pair for a friend of mine's, for her granddaughter. I think it's a couple of years ago now, and earlier this spring she approached me and asked me if I would consider making another pair. And I usually don't knit for other people because I don't have time for that. But this project is so much fun, and this is a very, very dear friend of mine. So I kind of, yay, of course I'm going to do that. So I dove into my stash and pulled out all my sport weight yarns, because the pattern is constructed for sport weight yarns. But the size pants that I have made now is a larger size than is in the pattern, but it's very easy to scale up. So I just made the legs a bit longer because the legs are very wide anyway, and I just added a few stitches for the width. And these should have been in the mail a long time ago. I just keep putting it off because I was having, the original does have some embroidery on the legs, and I was thinking I would do that too. But I don't know, inspiration just doesn't, no. I'm kind of happy with them as they are. And I did the embroidery for the monster face, of course. So the only thing missing on these is a tie for the waist, which I'm going to do. So I should probably do that today and get these in the mail as soon as possible. So it's been a lot of knitted tights these past few months. Yeah, I have also been knitting socks, of course, and here's another something that you have seen a million times already. And oh shoot, I forgot to bring one of my dummy feet. But it is the diamond socks. See those? You know what? I'm gonna go get one of those feet so you can see them properly. Properly. I'll be right back. Okay, here we go. There they are. I don't know if you can see them properly. Hang on a second, I will do that annoying focus thing. Come on now, camera. Focus! It just wants to focus on my face. Oh my god. Hang on. Okay. There we go. Jeez. The wonders of technology. Yeah, there they are. And this is a pattern that I have released earlier this summer, sometime I think. Yeah, it was during summer. And I did have another pair that I made for my friend Jonas, which he has received now. Actually, he posted a really nice picture on Instagram, and I might just steal that and insert it here for you guys so you can see. He really appreciated his new socks. So those are finally done and off the needles, and the pattern has been published. Yay me. I don't know why, sometimes I just take forever to get my patterns published and done. And there's that noise again, sorry about that. I do need to get a better camera so that doesn't do that. But while we're on the subject of socks, I did also finally finish the tropical socks, or the Caribbean Dreams as I finally named them in the end. So here's the larger pair, and here's the somewhat small. As you can see, I have used different colored yarns. Let's try that again. Yeah, I did use different colored yarns for this one, and the thing about these is that because it is stranded knitting, you can see it here. There's a lot of strands in here, which means they don't have a lot of give. So, and it's a very long shaft, so they do tend to get a bit tight here when you put them on. So my recommendation is, if you don't have like really slim legs and arches, that you go for the larger size. And the difference between these is really just that there's a section of just no pattern in between, and you just add in stitches there. So the pattern is the same either way. You just increase the amount of stitches where there is no pattern in between to make it wider. So those are finally done and finally published. Jesus, how long did that take me? A year? I don't know. I have no defense for that one. It just took me forever and ever, and although I do have to say that this is work knitting, because you know, all these threads and hoops and floats and all that, you know, it's there are times when you're working with 4 different colors at one time, and it takes a while. The end result is kind of cool though. So yeah, finally got those off the needles, and I am pretty much up to speed with my pattern publishing now. I do have one more, I believe, that I need to get to, and I think the rest of them are all works in progress. So yay me! Okay, so I have one final finished object to show you today, which is actually 3 finished objects. And it is the Twinkle Hat, Mitts and Cowl by Sandy Rosner, and let's see, Urion Sugared Worsted. And this is something that I got in my knit crate last year, and I do believe I cast on the Fingerless Mittens quite fast, so they were done first. Here they are. And oh yeah, this is the yarn that I couldn't, there's some sparkle in it, but I couldn't for the life of me get that on camera, and I'm guessing I still won't be able. I truly love this yarn. It is so soft and nice, and it's a dream to be knitting with. It just flies off the needles, your project. So I have finished the mittens, I have finished the hat with a very sad looking pom-pom, I'm sorry to say, because it has been tucked away for some while. I need to pull out the blow dryer to get that fluffy again. But the hat is done as well. Very nice. And I also managed to get a cowl, I don't know what's up and what's down, doesn't matter, from the yarn that I had left over. Because we did get 2 skeins in the knit crate, so the original cowl is a lot larger. It's, let me show you, I do have a picture of it here, I think. Oh yeah, there it is. Can you tell? It's a lot wider than the one I made, and I think that in order to make this cowl you would need to use both skeins, or at least 1 and maybe 1.5 skein. So what I did is I did the mittens and the hat first, and then I just cast on for the cowl for a more snug fit, and I just knitted for, you know, as much yarn as I had left. So yay! Don't you just love that color? I think it's a really beautiful color. I would love to be able to buy more of this yarn, actually. I wonder if they still have that on the Knit Crate website. I shall have to go check. Oh, and speaking of knit crates, I did take a break from my subscription, and this is the oh shoot, what did I call these? I don't remember what they called these knit crates, but it's not the sock crate and it's not the artisan crate, it's the other one. And I did take a break from my knit crates for a while, and then, I don't know, a few months ago I decided that I would get on the waiting list to get on the sock crate subscription, because they were full. There's a limited number of people they can have on that list. So I put myself on a waiting list, and suddenly there was a message that I was going to receive a sock crate. Yay! So that has been on its way since, I don't know, mid-August or even longer maybe. And I think I mentioned this sometime way back, but the Swedish mail service is horrible. It's absolutely... Don't get me started. And since they changed the system so that you have to pay customs and all that for all stuff that isn't a gift from sent from abroad, that has kind of slowed the process even more, and there's a lot more room for error, which PostNord inevitably takes advantage of. I'm starting to think they're doing it on purpose, actually. But it takes forever to get your package. Usually, if I order something from the United States, it will be in Sweden within 7 days. And then the customs, the PostNord customs, will sit on it for weeks sometimes before you even get a message that, you know, you have to pay this or that fee or whatever. Then you have to pay the fee, and then it takes an additional 1, 2, 3 weeks before you actually get the stuff you ordered. So it takes forever. And what has happened now is that I got the August crate is the first one I'm receiving of the sock crates, and it arrived in Sweden on August 24th, and nothing happened. I could see that the package had arrived, luckily, because I had the tracking number, and I knew it was there. And then finally, I think last week I received a letter stating that I had to email the customs service something or other and explain to them what this package was. So it wasn't, I didn't, they added on an additional step for me to do in addition to paying the customs and all that. Now I have to email them and I have to explain what the package is. And then they are this office, back office kind of thing, are emailing it to the customs center where they are handling the package. And then they are going, I assume, to email me to tell me I need to pay the customs and so on and so forth. So the package has been in Sweden for more than 2 weeks. And this far, the only thing I've been able to do is to explain to them what this package is. And I got when I sent the email, and then I got a notification that it could take like 2 or 3 weeks or even more before my package would be processed. I'm sorry, I got lint in my nose. Before the package would be processed at the customs center, and so that I would be able to pay the fee if I was supposed to do that. So it's Jesus. You know, it's insane. It's absolutely insane. It shouldn't take this long. And to make matters even more fun, I already paid for the next knit crate, which will be on its way to me soon. So at this rate, I'm probably be lucky if I get the August crate in September at all. It might as well be October before I receive it. So frustrating. So frustrating. But that's not the fault of Knit Crate, and I really, really, really look forward to receiving the box. I've been trying to avoid watching everybody's box openings on Instagram and so on for the Knit Crates, because I have absolutely no idea what is going to be in that Knit Crate, and I'd like it to be a surprise. So fingers crossed I will receive it before September becomes October, but who knows. Okay, enough ramblings about PostNord and the really pitiful mail handling in Sweden. Let's move on to works in progress. And this is a project that I am so happy with. You can't imagine. This is my newest design, which I have threads to work on still. But anyway, this is it doesn't have a real name. I'm calling it the Boho Sweater for lack of better alternatives right now, but I will get a better name for it, I think. Okay, so this is sort of a boho pixie inspired sweater with like a bit of a trumpet sleeve. It has a ginormous hood, All this is a hood, and it has a, oh, sorry, I'm getting lost in my own project. Can you see that? There's like a pattern that goes from the shoulder all the way down the sleeve. And I finished the first one, and it hasn't been blocked yet, and I'm not going to block it much except for the lace pattern on the sleeve, which is kind of tends to crunch up, so I want it to bloom a bit. So I'm going to do that, and I'm going to give the bottom edge also a bit of a press. Now this is, let me stand up, let's see if I can show it to you a bit better. I should have worn it possibly, but I wanted to show you the Zweig today. Okay, so there it is. Now the thing about this project is I wanted to make a pattern that could be modified for pretty much everyone. And I'm not sure how I'm going to do that in the pattern, in the writing, how to explain that. But what I did is I have made bust darts. You won't be able to tell, I think. I did make bust darts, I have made back darts, and I have also added darts. I don't know if you can tell. I also added darts from, I don't know, like the waist down a bit on your hip. Let's call them hip darts, because I don't know about you, but my behind is a lot bigger than my waist. So I added darts for that as well, so that it would have. It's a tight. It's not a tight fit. It's well, it's a tight fit. It's a slim fit. Let's call it that. It's a slim fit, and I wanted it to kind of follow the curves of the body and to allow for curves to happen without having, I don't know, I'm kind of heavier in the front than in the back. I have a bigger belly than my back is, and if I am going to fit a garment for my front and kind of use the same measure, same amount of stitches on the back, there's going to be a lot of excess fabric in the back. And if I want something to fit over my hips, it is going to be a lot bigger over the waist and yeah, boobs as well, because I don't have that big boobs. So that's the general idea. I wanted it to be not a one size fits all, but a one pattern fitting a lot of people. And like I said, I haven't figured out how exactly I'm going to word this in the pattern and how I'm going to scale things up and down. How do I scale for, I don't know, I guess it would be like a full bust adjustments for those who are a lot more endowed in the chest area than I am. And I don't know, I need to figure that one out. And I don't know, maybe I should have test knitters help me out on that one as well, because it's kind of hard to do that in a pattern without, you know, I can't knit that project and try it on myself, because it would be just too big for me and it would just look weird. So I don't know, but I'm very, very happy with this result and with this project, and I can't wait to finish it. And yeah, and I'm actually test knitting it for myself right now. Once before this is, oh, I forgot to say, this is in my own hand-dyed yarns in the colorway Unapologetic. It is a fingering weight MCN, and I am making another one also for myself, because I'm selfish like that. And this was this, oh yeah, and in the autumn color. This is also fingering weight merino cashmere nylon in the colorway Autumn Leaves. I currently don't have, well, I think I do have some chunky merino in this colorway in my web shop, but I do not have any more of the Autumn Leaves in fingering weight right now. And I have I haven't been dyeing as much lately because I wanted to focus on my designs, and I have a lot of designs coming up as well. So, but I will be stocking up I don't know if I will be stocking up this autumn, we'll see. Maybe, if I can find the time to do some dyeing. But this I just dyed up for selfish reasons for myself. And yeah, and I wanted to make, because I'm so in love with this pattern. Partly I needed to re-knit it once to make sure that my thinking was correct and I would get the item I wanted. And there's that pattern. I just started the first sleeve, and yeah, I can't wait to wear this. And I really love this color. These two are two of my 3 favorite colors from my own collections. So needless to say, I did have to have a few sweaters in those colors. So that will be out, oh, I don't know when. I'm thinking about releasing it as with just a few sizes at first and then maybe add on later on. Or, oh gee, I don't know. I'll find a way. Oh, and by the way, I'll insert a picture here of the unapologetic one. I took a few pictures the other day with it just on a hanger, so that you get a better view of it than me just holding it up. I haven't taken any pictures wearing it yet, but I'm going to do that as well shortly, I think. So yeah, that is on my nails right now. Love it, love it, love it. Yay! Okay, let's see. I had to change the battery in the camera as well. It's almost as if I haven't been doing this for a while. Let's move on though. Yes, works in progress. I do have another work in progress, which is also a 3-part thing. I am making Fingerless Mittens, which I am thinking, this is my kind of a Pippi Longstocking kind of thing. So you have like the fake patches on it as if they've been mended, and I haven't put any on these yet. I just wanted to show you both because you can of course do them without the decoration, or you can decorate with something completely different and do just, you know, like the simple 3x1 ribbing pattern. So these are coming up. It's a very nice project to have on the side for, you know, those evenings when you're kind of tired and you just want something simple to work on. And there is a hat coming as well with a fold-up brim, and you have, I don't know if you can tell, but I made sort of an edge here so that you can fold it up. And I'm not going to try it on because I'm not going to try it on. Yeah, it's coming along as well, and I am thinking I will, where did I put that? Oh, there it is. Sorry about the noise. Thinking that I will be putting this very fancy pom-pom atop it. Oh, where is that thing? There it is. So, something like that. I think would be fancy, and you know, and with the patches as well. I think it would be kind of cool. So that is something I'm working on as well, and this is in my DK weight blue Face Leicester yarn. And yeah, not much to say. It's a super wash, of course. And I'm also making this yarn. I do believe I have some left of in the shop still, should you be interested. But there's not a lot of yarn left at all, because since I haven't been stocking up for a while. And I'm also knitting on leg warmers for this project. But this is a no deadline kind of thing that I'm just kind of putting in between when I just need to do something different and something that goes fast and that I really don't have to think a lot about what I'm doing. So yeah, oh shoot, throwing things everywhere. Yeah, I do have one more work in progress that I wanted to show you. So the knitted monster pants, grumpy bum monster pants that I show you. My friend also... Okay, here's the story. I posted on my Facebook page about, or I reposted a series of photos from a woman. Oh shoot, no, I don't remember her name. But she was crocheting women, and no, you know, not like the skinny type of, but you know, a full figure, full woman. And they were just so awesome. I'm going to insert a couple of pictures here for you to see. Otherwise, you can visit my page on Facebook, the AniLove's design page on Facebook. There's a post about it there as well. You need to scroll down a little bit. But anyway, my friend with the granddaughter who wanted the grumpy bum pants also kind of jokingly said that I could crochet a version of her. And I didn't respond to that more than, you know, like, oh, that would be fun. And I actually started doing that. Now, I'm not a fast crocheter, I'm not even a good crocheter, so I'm a bit in over my head here. But I have started, and what I've made this far is a pair of legs. Yeah, so feet and lower legs and thighs, and I haven't stuffed the thighs yet. And then I'm going to crochet the body and the head and all that, and I have a few ideas for what this particular lady will be wearing afterwards. So that's a little fun side project as well, and this is one of the reasons why I haven't gotten the grumpy bum pants in the mail just yet, because I really wanted to finish this as well and get it, send it along with it. But I'm thinking I may have to send the pants first now, because they've been done for over a month now, and autumn is here, so that little girl is going to need her warm pants soon, or tights. So yeah, I'm going to pick this up again and continue working on it, and hopefully I will have that done as well before soon. But it's a fun thing. Like I said, I'm going to insert pictures somewhere here, a couple of them, just so you can see what I'm going for here. And yeah, I don't know, I've only basically crocheted granny squares before, so this is a challenge for sure, for sure. Okay, that actually concludes the works in progress for this week as well, and I am going to show you, I do have one shop update, or something that I've added to the shop. I have, see if I can do this without them falling out. I have earrings, like knitting themed earrings are available in the shop, and you do of course get the jewelry case as well. It's included. So those are available there should you be interested in a small item for Christmas maybe, or a birthday or something. So go grab a few of those if you like. And yeah, okay, I'm going to show you something really fun that I've been doing lately, or that I'm going to be doing. Hang on a sec. Okay, so years and years ago I bought myself a couple of spinning wheels because I wanted to learn spinning. And these were really old ones, and I kind of bought them on Sea. I bought them off, it's like the Swedish equivalent of Craigslist. And the guy selling them was living like 2 or 3 kilometers from me, and they stated in the ad that they could deliver them if you lived close. So I kind of jumped on the phone and I called him and I said, you know, I'll take them both. And he drove them home to me. And I had absolutely no idea what to look for. I had no idea whether or not they were good spinning wheels, if I could use them at all, or, you know. But I got them, and I've been very, very happy about them, and I've been lugging them around, moving here and there ever since. But I didn't actually try spinning on them. Because the thing is, I don't actually know how to spin. I bought them because I wanted to learn spinning. And I tried it once when I was like, I don't know, 4 maybe. 4 for like, you know, a minute and a half. And that's the extent of my spinning career this far. But I really wanted to learn, so I bought those spinning wheels, and at the same time I also bought wool fleece, and that was I bought wool, just, you know, like just cut off the sheep. It was not a fleece pad or anything. So I got that, and I remember reading somewhere that you shouldn't, that they could be destroyed, that they could, I don't know, molten and smell bad and all that. So I decided I would just keep it in the package, because she had kind of wrapped it up properly and airtight and all. So I decided I would just leave it in the package. And I've had it there ever since. I've been lugging that package as well with me everywhere. It was like 2 kilos of wool. And anyway, now and then I've been thinking that I should get on that and, you know, start doing that. So I ordered a book about spinning so that I had something to start with for learning. I bought my carders, hand carders, and, you know, a little bit here and a little bit there. But I really never got around to actually start doing anything. And I realized that this year it's 10 years since I got those spinning wheels, maybe even more. It's at least 10 years since I got the spinning wheels and that first wool. And then I've kind of accumulated a few bits and bobs here and there along the way as well. But then, about a week ago, I suddenly decided that, you know what, I'm going to get going on that. So I've been working on one of the spinning wheels, and I've been able to get it running both back and forth, which I'm very proud of. I thought maybe you just needed to have the wheel spinning in one direction. Actually, you kind of needed to be spinning in both directions, because I had the problem that the line that is kind of running the wheel kept popping off when it went in one direction. But I managed to fix that as well. So I have one spinning wheel up and ready to go. It's I'm not sure it's going to be all that good for spinning, but it's ready. And I started cleaning wool. And here's one of the pieces of wool fleece. There's some, I don't know, I need to clean it. It's been washed, but there's still some, I don't know what this is. I think this sheep has been rolling in some wood or something. But yeah, working on that. So my next step is to try carding, hand carding the wool, and see if I will be able to make these kind of fluffy, I don't know what they're called, these kind of fluffy bits that you actually use for spinning. So I'm very excited about that, to see how that is going to go, if I will be able to make something that looks even remotely close to yarn. But I'm hoping. I would love to learn that, and I would love to have that skill as well. And I'm really, really, really hoping that my spinning wheel is going to be okay, that I can actually work on it, because I looked it up online, what it would cost to buy a new one. And I swear you could have knocked me over with a feather, because, oh my god, those are expensive. I mean, like the cheapest ones cost like a camera. They're really, really expensive. And the type of spinning wheel that I would really like to have, that's more like a classic one, which is what I got. I got what is apparently called a Finnish spinning wheel. I don't know why. But the one I wanted cost like, what would it be in euro? More than 100 euro? No, more than 1,000 euro. More than 1,000 euro for a spinning wheel. I mean, you could buy a used car for that. So I'm really, really, really hoping that I will be able to use the wheels I have. Also because I love the wheels I have. I think they look absolutely gorgeous, but I should probably have them, have someone, as a professional, look at them and see if they can tweak them better than I have. But I'm hoping that I will be able to do something at least, and to use it to start learning. So I'm very excited about that. I'm having this vision now of, you know, I've finished my spinning wheel, I've cleaned all the wool, I am carding the wool, I am spinning the wool, I am dyeing it, and I am making a design of my own in this wool that I have made myself from, you know, I did everything but raise the sheep, pretty much. So, fingers crossed I will be able to do that. I'm really, really looking forward to trying at least, so, yeah. Yeah. I think this became quite a long episode, even though I intended for it to be not too long. Probably a good thing I decided to not show everything I've been made the past 4 months. But let's do just a quick life update here at the end before I finish off for today. I am... what have I been doing lately? Well, most recently I have been working on a new web page, or more of a new blog, which is more of a personal blog. And that one is only in Swedish, so sorry you English-speaking friends, you won't be able to take part of that. I'm not sure, maybe Google Translate could be an alternative. Let me know. So I've been working a lot on that. I know I did attempt to start a series of digital nomad videos as well on my channel. Currently they are not visible to anyone but me. But that is also a project that I am continuously working on, and I am pretty much living as a digital nomad apart from the part of traveling. But I do work for myself, and I work from home or from wherever I happen to be. So that is also something that I am quite a lot engaged in. And yeah, that's pretty much it. I was considering going back to school this fall, maybe finishing my master, or perhaps trying something new altogether. But I was kind of late deciding whether or not I actually wanted to study at all. So I kind of postponed it for a year, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll do something more next year. Yeah, other than that, autumn is here. Yay, my favorite time of year. So I'm very happy about that. I'm very happy summer is over, even though I have to say from my point of view, it has been the best summer in southern Sweden that we've had in ages. And by that I mean it hasn't been excruciatingly hot like it was last year, which was horrible. It has been raining a lot, which we sorely needed. And yeah, it's been a comfortable summer more than anything. So I've really, really enjoyed it, but I'm still very, very happy that autumn is here now, because autumn is it's almost like my New Year's. That's when my life starts over, in the autumn. So I'm very happy about autumn being here, and you know, the air is getting cooler and all that good stuff. Yeah, well, this is going to be a very long video, so why don't we just say our goodbyes here, and I'll get to editing and get it uploaded and see if I remember to do that. I'm not sure. And I will be back, and I'm not sure how often I will be recording now. I may do it just bi-weekly for a while, just to get in the groove of it, because I have a lot planned as well. We're way into September now, and I have this idea of doing Vlogtober, which means there will be vlogging pretty much every day. At least that's my intention. And then I was thinking I would do what was it called, Vlogmas as well, which is also pretty much every day. So there might be a lot of videos anyway. But I'm thinking I will probably do the knitcast bi-weekly for a while now, and we'll see how it goes, and I'll just get back into the groove of it, and hopefully some of you will be able to see my videos as well, even though I've been away for a long while. So that's it from me for this week, and yeah, I hope you'll have a good one, and I'll see you in 2 weeks then. Bye!
I got to hold